morning. Welcome to today's chemistry class. How are you all? Are you keeping good? Yeah. Are you enjoying the online classes? How is the online classes going? Are you attending all the classes? Yeah. So, since it is corona time, we have to attend the online classes only. Hope the situation will become normal soon so that we can meet in the school as soon as possible. Okay, so today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is about matter. We are going to study about matter. Okay, what do you know about matter? What do you all know about matter? Yes, that's correct. Matter is something which occupies space and which has mass. Matter is anything which occupies space, matter occupies space and which has mass. Okay, anything which occupies space and which has mass, we call it as matter. Okay, now all of you are aware about the states of matter, right? States of matter. Have you heard about states of matter? Yes, tell me, what are the different states of matter you already know from your previous knowledge? Tell me. Yes, solid. Yes, very good. Liquid. Very good. Gas. Okay. Solid, liquid and gas are the three states of matter. Okay, there are some other states of matter also. Okay, bond-sign, consonate and all. Plasma is there. But here, we have to study only about the three states of matter, which are the main. Okay, that is solid. Second one is liquid. And the third one is gas. So, in this chapter, we are going to study about solid, liquid and gas. Now, I am going to show you a video. Please go through the video and come back. Okay. Let it go. Okay. Have you seen the video? How is the video? Enjoyed? Yes. So, now I am going to ask you some questions related to the video. What you have seen in the video, and we'll be discussing with each other. Okay. Now, let me ask you, what are the things you have seen in the video? What you studied about solid in that? Solid? Yeah. Solid is the substance in which atoms are closely packed. Correct? In solid, atoms are closely packed. So the first point is atoms are closely packed. Okay. What about the distance between the atom? What about the distance between the atom in a solid? Yeah. Distance between the atom is very less. They are very closely packed. Distance between the atom is also less. Distance between the atom is less. What about the force of attraction? We said atoms are closely packed. Distance between the two atoms is very less. What about the force of attraction? Yes, of course, there will be a lot of force of attraction. The force of attraction is also more in case of solid. The force of attraction is more. Force of attraction is more. Attraction is more. Now, let me ask you one question. Whether the solid occupies space? Yes, of course, solid occupies space. It occupies space. Occupies space. Whether the solid is having mass? So, this is a solid, right? Whether it is having mass? Yes, it is having mass. It is having mass. So, we have discussed about solid. Solid are, in solid, atoms are very much closely packed. Distance between the atom is very less. Force of attraction is more because they are closely packed, right? and it occupies space and it has mass also. And what about the movement of the particles in a solid? How does the particles move? Does the particles move? No, right? There is no movement of particles in a solid. There is no movement of particles in a solid. If it is moving also, it will be in that mean position and it will be moving. It will be in their mean position and it will be moving. Move in mean position. Mean position. So these are the basic things we have to know about a solid. A solid is a substance in which atoms are closely packed. Their force of attraction is movement of atom is very less. If so, if they are moving also, they will be moving in the mean position. And it occupies space and it has mass also. It has mass also. And one main thing is that solid is having definite shape. Solid is having definite shape. It is having definite shape. Don't forget to that. Solids are having definite shape. So that's it about solids. Now let us study about liquids. What have you seen in the video about liquid? What about liquid? Liquids, whether liquid is having a definite shape? Whether the liquid is having a definite shape, tell me. No, right? No, right? Liquid occupies the shape of the vessel which it is present. It occupies the it occupies the shape of the container. Liquid occupies the shape of container. Am I right? Okay. What about the mass? Liquid is having mass? Yes, of course. Liquid is having mass. Liquid is having mass. What about the arrangement of atoms in a liquid? What about the arrangement of atoms in a liquid? Yeah, in a liquid, atoms are loosely packed. It is loosely packed. It is the force of attraction is less than that of the solid. These liquids can move. Okay, they are loosely packed. Liquids, particles can move. Okay. So here, coming to the liquid, what about we have discussed about the mass also. Liquid occupies the shape of the container. It is having the mass. It is loosely packed and liquid's particles can move little bit more than that of the solid. It can move. So in liquids, atoms are not that much closely packed. Coming to the gases, what do you know about gases? Gases? Okay. Do the gases having shape? Not at all. Gas is not having shape, right? What about the gas? Gas is not at all having shape. It is not having shape. What about the arrangement of atoms in in a gas? Is it closely packed? No, right? The atoms are not closely packed. Not closely packed. What about the movement of atoms? Atoms are free to move, right? They are free to move wherever they want. It is having more freedom than that of the solid and liquid. They are free to move. Okay. Now what about the mass? Gas is having mass or not? Of course, gas is having mass. Gas has mass. Okay. What about the force of attraction? Since atoms are separate, they are present in a huge differences there between the distance. So they are having very less force of attraction. Less force of attraction. Less force of attraction. And intermolecular space, interatomic space is very more comparing to that of the solids and liquid. Now, have you understood about the properties of solid, liquid and gas? Okay, now what we are going to do is, we are going to create a table. This is your activity. I am going to give you an activity. Draw a table which is having, in the first column you have to write the properties. Here you have to write the properties. Properties of what? We have to write the properties of gas. Let us write the solid first. Solid, liquid and gas. Here you have to write the properties. The first we have to write whether it is having mass or not. Then what about the interatomic space? You have to write it. Next we have to write it about the force of attraction. Force of attraction. Next you have to write about the movement. Movement also you have to write. Okay. Movement of atoms. So now tell me, what about the solid? Solid is having mass or not? Yes, right. Solid is having mass. Yes. What about the liquid? Liquid is also having the mass. What about the gas? Gas is also having mass. One more heading I would like to add is shape. We have to write about the shape also. Whether the solid is having a shape. Yeah, it is having a definite shape, right? It is having definite shape. What about the shape of a liquid? Yeah, liquid occupies the shape of the container. It occupies the shape of container. What about the gas? Yeah, it is not having shape, right? It is not having the shape. Okay. Now, what about the force of attraction? Force of attraction for the solid is more. For the liquid, it is less than that of the solid. Less than of solid. And for the gas, it is very less. Very less. Okay. Coming to the movement of atoms. Solid, less movement only. It will move in the mean position. It will be moving in the mean position. Less movement. It will move little bit also. It will be moving. And the gas will be colliding each other. They will be colliding each other. Like random movement will be there. We can write random movement. Random movement is there. So, that's about the properties of solid, liquid and gas. Now, hope you understood about the properties of solid, liquid and gas. Now, we have to study about mixtures also. We have to study about mixtures. So, I'm going to give you an activity. What you have to do now? You have to draw the arrangement of atoms, solids and liquid. Arrangement of molecules in atoms, molecules or atoms. In atoms like solid, liquid and gas. That is the activity I am going to give you. This you have to do from home. And now I would like to conclude the topic which we have discussed today. It is about matter. Matter is anything which occupies space and which has mass. We are going to discuss about solid, liquid and gas. Solid means which is having definite mass, which is having definite shape. Force of attraction between the atoms is more. Okay, intermolecular space of attraction is more. Distance between the atom is less. And comparing to the liquid, liquid is having, it is not having a definite shape. It is having the shape of the container to which it is, where it is occupied. And it is does not, in case of that, the intermolecular space of attraction is less than that of the solid. Then the force of the interatomic space is also less, and the movement of atom is there. Movement of atom will be there. Okay. And coming to the gas, gas is free. It can move wherever it wants. It has mass. It occupies space also. But intermolecular force of attraction is less. Distance between the atoms is less. Okay. So they are randomly moving. They are colliding each other. So now hope you are understood about the properties of solid, liquid and gas. So I have given you a homework. Draw the molecular structure arrangement of and how the atoms are arranged in the solid, liquid and gas. This work you have to do as homework. Now thank you for listening. Hope you have understood the today's class. We'll see you in the next class. Bye.